So, all of you, good morning. So, today's session, we will learn how to create the structure. Web page or web application. It may be a web page or web application or simple module also we can say. Web page, web application. In a web page, I want to create a small portion of the web page. How do I do this? That's what we are going to discuss in today's section. Right, exactly. So how to create the structure of a web application or skeleton of a web application? Remember, listen this carefully. No one will teach you this structure or skeleton, how to create. We are planning to teach you this, okay? Very important. If you can understand this, don't worry. Again, we will discuss this concept in CSS also while designing the layouts, how to take the layout structure. There also we will come again. But here, just have the basic idea. What is the way of creating the structure of a web page? For example, a customer is asking us to create a web page. He don't have any idea. So he will take a pen and paper. He will draw the diagram like this. Watch it carefully. He may draw the diagram like this. Let us open the paint. All of you watch it carefully. The customer or the customer or the client is taking a pen and paper. He is drawing a box like this. He is saying to me, sir, this is a header for me, for my website. This is header. He is giving the plan. Remember, the customer is giving the plan. As per the plan, we have to create the website. That's our ultimate goal at the end of the day. Customer is not a good designer. Customer will take a simple pen and paper. He will draw the lines. I need this on top. I need this on the bottom. Nakila. I need this. I need that. This way he will explain us actually. So this is also the same thing again. This is also the footer. So the naming convention also I will mention. And this may be the body. This entire thing may be the, let us assume, the whole thing is going to be called as a body. All of this carefully. This is a body. Let us assume. Simply, this is the layout. Customer is simply saying that. Or else sometimes the customer may say you like this also. Sir, I need a slider here. I need a slider. So I need some features here. Let us have some features here. And this is a feature. In this feature section, I need some sub features also. Let us have some 4 blocks, equal blocks here. Feature 1. And this is going to be feature 2. The customer is simply drawing the lines like this. Not to, I need this, I need that. Customer is saying. Customer is not a good designer. So as per this layout, we have to create the structure. He's saying like this. Okay, now he will say, divide this into 2 partitions only. Divide this into 2 partitions. In the left partitions, you can do something. In the right partition, you can do something. He will say like this. This is a simple skeleton. Who given this? The customer is giving this to me. I need this layout. Okay, he is not a good designer, na? Then how do we start? See the naming convention also. Let me provide some naming convention, guys, all of you here. So let us take some naming convention. What he is saying as per his ideology? He is saying this is a header. He is saying this is a header. And what it is going to be, obviously, as per his idea, this is a footer. So this is going to be a slider. He is saying that some slider or some banner or slider or some banner should be there. Some slider or some banner should be here. Right. So here, this is going to be what he's saying that this may be a futures section. Let us write something like this. FEATURES futures section or some services section, whatever it is, he is simply naming his convention. So this may be some image here, whatever it may be, some image should be come here. And here also, maybe he say, I need 2 blocks here or 3 blocks here, like this. The customer will say, this is a service 1, maybe this is a service 2, and maybe this is a service 3. The customers will always good in this area, but he is not very good in coding. What a customer or a client will say, I need this layout. So generally, if you can come to this header also, okay, that is a header now. So what he will say in the header, let us divide this into header into 2 parts, and the left side should be logo, right side should be menu item like home, about, contact, something he will say. No? So what he is saying, all is giving an idea. He's giving an idea. So to this idea, we have to implement. So who will implement? Ultimately, developer. You are the developer, you are the designer. Logo should be there. Here some menu items should be there. What are the menu items? Home, and the menu item is going to be about some contact and so on, so on. A lot of menu items will be there. Na? The menu item should be complete. Technically, this entire portion is called what, header. This entire portion is called what? Footer. In the middle, this is all called what? This is all called is going to be body only. This is body completely. That is going to be body, and this is going to be completely header section, and this is completely going to be called footer section. Every web page, if you can observe, there is a header and there is a footer. This is how the customer is asking, sir, to do this, how can I create the layout, sir? Layout in the sense what, this is the diagram here given. To this diagram, we have to create the HTML. How can I create the HTML for this? How do we take the HTML? Let me show you the same thing in the Painter. There are two ways, guys, here. Some people will take everything into the div only. Some people will follow HTML5 semantic elements. Remember carefully, in layout creation, you will always use a semantic structure only. Why? Because HTML5 standard is suggesting us, if you are creating any layout, use HTML5 elements so that browser will understand. Google search engines also can easily understand if you can use semantic elements. But before HTML, how they will create the layout and everything is defined. Let me show you before HTML4, HTML4, HTML5 layout. See, this layout we can create in two ways, guys. One is in HTML. All of you see this carefully. So in HTML, this is HTML4. How do we create the layout? In HTML5, how can I create the layout? Try to understand the layout creation. HTML5 layout, HTML4 layout. Same thing, concept is same. This is the ultimately customer is expecting what? The diagram. This diagram we have to create. How do we take it? How can I write the menu items? How can I take the banner image? How can I take some sub features? Let me give the skeleton. I am going to give the skeleton. See this carefully. This first thing, all of you. The entire thing. This is entire thing we have to keep into one div. Okay, na? Entire thing should be into one div. Let us take this div here. Come down. So I'm going to create the layout. Please watch it carefully. What I'm going to do here. This is a div. Div open, div close. They will maintain a class is equal to something called container. Okay, watch it carefully. They are maintaining a class called container. Inside this, this is the main, the whole. Inside this, what you need? They need header only. They need header. How they did the header? Now try to see this carefully. Header. Now again they will take a div, div open, div close, and they are taking some class is equal to header for everything div. For everything div, header is completed. Inside the header, what they need to take? They have to take some logo. All of you see this carefully. They have to take some logo. Otherwise, it's better to come to the editor. Maybe it is difficult here. After that, I will copy everything here. Okay, do one thing. Come here. So as per the diagram, you see some people in HTML4, everything is div only. The whole entire layout is going to be. They will take this as a class. Some people will take this main. Some people will take this as a container, like this div. Everything we want to use a div in this structure. Now inside we have a div for header. All of this carefully. Div class is equal to our ID also we can take it, no problem. ID header. Inside this, let me have a div for logo. All of this carefully. Div class is equal to logo. This is a logo div. Inside they will give the logo. Okay, na? Logo. And one more div for main. Our first section is completed. So once this is completed, next section, this is going to be the div tag open, div tag close. See this carefully. And div class is equal to banner or slider. Inside the banner, they will take one IMG, that's all, image tag. How to display the banner? Banner section is completed. Next one is going to be again a div open, div close, and they will take the class is equal to some features, FEATURS features. Inside the features, how many subsections are there? 4 subsections now. Obviously, what they will do? They will take, this is going to be 4 divs again. Div class is equal to F block, something like this, like 4 F blocks there. So whatever we are going to keep in the content, we will keep it after some time. First, understand the structure creation. So this is the main. In the main, we are having header, we are having banner section, we are having some section. Next one is going to be another section. Can you see other section? This is image. Okay, let us take this is also going to be services section. Let us assume this is going to be some class is equal to services. I'm taking services. Inside the services, you have 2 subparts again. So div. So we'll take a class is equal to left. Let us take a class is equal to right. We'll try to take like this. Don't worry. So in this left block, what he is expecting an image only. In this right block, what he is expecting again, he is expecting 4 blocks and the, so let us take, this is going to be a class is equal to R block, right block, right block, right block, right block, like this. Can you see? This is all the structure. And finally, if this is completed, we have something called a div. Class is equal to footer. That's all. Your task is completed. So this is a way of creating the layout in olden days. But very important thing, everything I am taking into one parent. This is a services main parent. In the main parent, you have two children. Remember carefully. So what you have to consider, remember, if you can consider this section, all of you listen this carefully. If you're considering this section, this is one parent. Parent means there should be one div. We should take one div. Inside this, again, you are having four subsections now. Four subsections means four subdivs you can take. So, but everything what I'm doing here, everything I'm taking them into div. See, all the layout is in the form of divs only. So the overall content I kept into one parent. This is header. Header is divided into two chapters. Remember carefully, guys. One point you should remember. If you want to display more than one element, there should be one parent. What is the rule? If you want to display, see, there are two elements you are displaying them. If you want to display two elements, there should be one parent. Of course, even if you're displaying one element, it's better to have one parent always. You will get this idea slowly. Don't worry. When I'm creating the layouts, you will get the idea slow. But one thing blindly remember, if you are grouping two elements somewhere, there should be one parent only. It's very important. So you see, div container. In this container, how many elements are there? Element 1, element 2, element, a lot of elements are there. All these elements, father is what? Container. In the container, I have this section 1, I have this section 2. What you have to do in the layout creation, guys, remember carefully, everything we will treat it as a one section. So what it is going to be? This is going to be a section. This is one section. And this is, what is the section called? We will consider this is a section, banner section. This is a some section, features section. Everything, one row is there, na? This is one row, that is one section. Every row is going to be considered as one section. Footer is also a section. Every row. That row may be divided into multiple columns. The row may be divided into multi-column. Remember, in the real time, what we will create, this is one section. Okay, this is one section. That section may contain multiple columns also, maybe, right? It is divided into two columns now. And this is banner is one section. Banner is one section. And the footer is one section. This is one section. This is one section. And the services is also one section. Like this, we have to consider. Every, see, they are writing their whole page, they are divided into multiple rows now. Multiple row. How many rows are there? Tell me. Logo row, slider row, features row, and services row, and footer row. 5 rows are there. 5 rows are there. That's why what we are taking here, 5 major rows. This is the row 1. This is the row 2, row 3, and services is the row 4, and this is going to be footer is going to be row 5. See, this is the otherwise. Let me save this file also. structure.html. structure.html. Don't worry. Let me save the file like this. Structure.html. Where we have to save? We have to save in the main folder. Right. Let me save this HTML file. Can you see? If you can observe, this is the main. This is the main. All of us see this carefully. Main. This is going to be child. Child. Can you see? When I'm minimizing, my structure is very clear to me. So the div parent div is open here. Parent div is closing here. In the parent div, you have 5 rows. That's why I have 5 major sections: header, footer, banner, feature, services. If you are not having these classes also, how do I know this is a header, this is a footer, this is something? So classes are required, or IDs also. At least you can provide ID. If there is no class, you can take ID also, no problem. But there should be some identification. This related to header. If you are not providing at least classes only, how do I know this div for what, this div for what? How do I know? How do I understand? So it's a very important thing when you are taking like this. Okay. So it's going to be HTML 4-way. Now let me show you how can I create the same structure in HTML 5-way. All of you see this carefully. Now the same process, same thing I'm going to take. Same in HTML5 also you have 5 rows now. HTML5. Let us see the same thing. Now I am coming here. So let us save this file as well. Structure HTML5. Let me save the file like this. But remember, this is structure we are not using. We will use div, but this is not the way of taking the structure. So now what I am telling you, you have to do this. But in HTML4 and up to HTML4, everybody is using the same structure only. There is no other structure. Everything div way, inside div, they will give the content. So, but in HTML5 standard is suggesting us, don't do this. HTML5 is saying that what you know. See guys, carefully. So here, what are you taking as a container? Div container, na? You see, what these people will take, they will use a tag called main tag. Everything we will represent into the main tag. For this main tag, you want to take a class is equal to container. Some people will take the class is equal to main, or else class is equal to container. You want, you can take it, you can take it. Container means whole container. Inside the container will fit all the content. Otherwise, main, some people will take the class is going to be layout. Whatever the class is going to be, your choice. The whole layout I want to represent into one class called layout. Some people will take this ID also. If you want, you can take ID also, guys, no problem. You can take the ID or you can take the class. No worries about it. It's going to be okay. Now, inside this, what is the next one, guys? Here, if you can see, the first one, you can go to the diagram. What is the first one? Header. Remember carefully. This is a header is divided into two partitions. All of you see this carefully. Header, to use this, there is a header semantic element and so we don't want to use div. But previously, what are you using here? For header, we are using div class header. But right now in HTML5, we have header semantic. You can use a semantic element. And let us take the class is equal to header or ID is equal to header. Of course, ID is optional, guys. If you want, you can take both. You can take it, no problem. Header. So inside this header, we want to take logo. For this logo, I'm taking div only. Allow me to see this carefully. Class is equal to logo. There is a next one is menu na. As per the structure in the header, we have menu na. Remember carefully, for the menu, we have a semantic element called nav tag open, nav tag close. Inside this, we will create the menu. This is going to be menu. Nav is a semantic element. HTML5 standard is suggesting us, whenever you want to display the menu, use the nav tag. If you want to display something in the header, use the header semantic element. See the difference between this structure and this structure. If you can see here, everything is div. But if you can write everything in div, your browser does not understand properly. But if you can follow this structure, your browser will understand header, all the semantics. That's why HTML5 is recommending use a semantic element. What is semantic element? Meaningful tag names to the user and the browser also. Not only for the user, it is also for browser also. Semantic. So inside we will write the logo. If you want to write the logo, we will write img src for the logo. This is the logo place, don't worry. And how can I create the menu? So menu is going to be created by using ULLI. By using ULLI, we are going to get the menu. Can you see the structure? Right, this is a way, this is header completed. Header, once header completed, what is the next section we are having? Can you go there? Next section earlier, what is your having? First section is completed. Now next one is going to be banner. So banner div we taken, but here they're asking to take this is going to be a section. Very important thing, section. For this section, let's provide an ID. ID is going to be something banner. Of course, you won't take class, guys. Both we can take it, no problem. But in 4, I didn't take both. I'm taking here both. I will take always both here. So this is the banner section. Here we will give some image for displaying the banner image, big image or slider, whatever it may be. Andy. Slider means multiple images we have to take. But slider will work in HTML. No, slider will work with a combination of HTML, CSS to jQuery, JavaScript. And the images sliding will be there in the website. Right, that is done by using, not by using HTML.
Sir, like a favicon, sir. Favicons also we can use.
Sorry?
Favicon, sir. Favicon icons.
Fav icon is different. That is coming to the header section.
Okay.
Fav icon is coming to the header section. We will see this also. While creating the website, I will show you how to set the fav icon. Okay, don't worry. So this is banner section. Right, see the section difference. Observe the layout structure, guys. Here, how this layout is there. This is header. This is going to be a section. See, it should be neat. When you are minimizing the code like this, it should look like neat. Next one is also again one more section. This is a section open, section close. And for this section, I want to take some ID is equal to ID is equal to futures, FEATURS futures, and you can take some class is equal to futures, FEATURS futures. This is the way of taking. Inside this, if you want to take a div, you can take a div. So take div. Div class is equal to what is the class we can take here? F block. I think I did an F block. How many blocks are there? 4 blocks or 8 blocks. Also, you can take it, no problem. So okay, but sometimes people will take this also a tag called article tag. Also, they can take it. Article is a tag. There is a tag called article. And first block, second block, third block, like this 4 articles they will take. articles or anything, whatever you want, you can take it, guys, no problem. But for this also, we can take this is going to be article and class is equal to F block. You want to go completely semantic? Yeah, we can go. You can go with the non-semantic also, no problem. It is a combination. Remember carefully, the main sections of every website should be semantics only. Inside, you can use anyone, semantica, non-semantica. It's not a big deal. You can use anyone, no problem. But the HTML standard is recommending if you have a semantic element, use that element. If you don't have, use the div element only. So you can go like this. Now see, this is going to be like this. 4 blocks I am having. So next one is completed. Next, this is going to be a section tag open, section tag close. You are having 2 parts, right? So 2 parts. So this is going to be a class is equal to or ID is equal to services. You have services, some ID is equal to services, something like this I'm taking. Don't worry about the spelling mistakes, right? So we have another section. In this another section, we want to divide this into 2 parts. And you can sometimes you will use a side and a side. So we can use this also, a side tag also we can use. So 2 asides I can use. And otherwise, if you want to use same div also, yes, we can go for the div also, no problem. Div tag open, div tag close. Of course, we can go this way also, guys, here. It's not a big deal. Div open, div close. This is div open and div close. Like this also we can go. And here, div, and this is for image, now. All right, let us take a class is equal to S block. I'm taking this is going to be earlier I taken left and right, I believe, right? Left and right I taken. So no problem. Class name is our choice completely. Still, if you want to go with left block and right block like this way I'm taking class is equal to right, class is equal to left. In the left block, you have something called an image, right? You have something called an image. And in the right block, you can have 4 divs. This is a way of taking the structure, right? So this is going to be a div open, div close, and you have 4 divs and 4 subdivs. We can take it like this, no problem. Exactly, we can take this and so 4 blocks like this, we can take it. So finally, what are you having? Footer. Footer have footer semantic and so the name of the element is footer only. Inside the footer, we can write some footer content. Whatever the content you want, you can add some footer content inside of it. Can you see the semantic? So this is the semantic structure, and this is a main sections and main rows are there now. Everything should be like this: section, 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 section. Now, you open any website. You can open any of the website. Let me do one thing. Finally, footer and class is equal to footer, of course. Let us open one live website. Let us open our website only. Why should I open somebody's website? Yeah, let's open the website. Watch it carefully. Go to the browser. Where is this? Maybe here. Yeah. Let us open our website. This is going to be Codify next. Press F12. F12, very important. Press F12. Go to the element section here. Can you see, guys, here how they are taking here? No script to div main wrapper. They are taking like this. Can you see here? But see, they are not taking main tag. Can you see? They are not taking the main tag, but they're taking main wrapper. Okay, but inside you see header semantic, section, section, section. See the name of this also student course, home slide, and this is going to be how it works section. And this is going to be sections, share knowledge. Can you see? Last, what are you having? Footer you are having. Okay, these are the some tags placed by the Google. Don't worry about it. Right? Can you see, guys, here how these are? These are the some things related to the body you observe. What are you having? Every layout, if you can observe the upcoming layouts in the real time, they will always follow the semantic structures only. Here, they take in class only. They are not taking ID. But I take an ID and a class, both I taken in my layout. Sorry, what is mandatory? No worries about it. Even if you can take ID and class, no problem. Both will do the same job. I mean, ID purpose is different, class purpose is different. Sometimes I will use ID also for designing purpose. Sometimes some people use class only for designing purpose. ID purpose is one, class purpose is one. Right? Or don't worry about it. If you want, you can take only ID, no problem. Only class, no problem. You want to take both? Yeah, you can take both also, no problem. So I take ID. I'm not using anywhere. No problem. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. And you see, class names also some meaningful names. Don't take XYZ, ABCD, something like this. Class names also should be some meaningful. Why? Because it's a semantic layout now. When you're working with semantic layout, we have to follow this type of things and it's mandatory. Semantic layouts will be look like this. So this is the structure. When anybody giving the structure, you have to follow this. They will see at the end of the day, the customer doesn't know, but he will take a pen and paper, he will draw the diagram. I need this, I need that. On top of I need like this, on bottom I need like this. He will explain you like this. Definitely, you have to follow as per the requirement. Okay, let me save this image. I want to go for one more situation. So this is where we have to save, man, images folder low. I am saving this. Don't forget this. This is how we will get the layout. So this is going to be structure.png structure.png file save. Let us create one more file. Got it down? Now I'm going to give you a sample structure. See this carefully. First you can come here. Let us go to HTML file. Let us display something. All of you see this carefully. Write the basic structure. So watch it carefully. What I'm going to do, please try to observe. Please try to observe. Here, let me save the file layout.html. Okay, right. I'm saving the file like this. So take head section, body section, head open. Let's have something called title here. In this title, let me write this is going to be HTML layout. All of you watch it carefully. I want to explain you practically also here. This is the body. Fine. This is the body. This is our layout. In this layout, first you can take one main. You can take something called main. The overall representation is going to be main, and you can take some ID is equal to or class is equal to main. No problem. You want to take both also, you can take, guys. No worries about it. So you can take both. This is the main. In this main, I want to take one subsection. Section is always going to be, take this as a section, the main, one row, first row. This is going to be some ID is equal to services and class is equal to services. Watch it carefully what I'm doing. Services, there should be one pair, right? This is going to be inside the services. I need to display 4 services only. I need to display 4 services. Every service should be an image only. It should be an image. It should be have some title. It should be have some link also. Anchor tag also should be there. This is what I'm expecting. Every image should be like this. So how can I display the image? Definitely remember, you want to display like this. How many I want to display only? Like this, you want to display link also. Like this, how many you want to display ante? I want to display 4 like this ante. 4 images, sir. Every image should have title and link. Remember carefully, you cannot write 4 images directly like this ante. Remember all of you, this should be into one div. Remember carefully, all these 3 things should be into one div, and these also should be into one div. There should be one parent, I told you, na? If you are displaying more than one element, there should be one parent. You have to wrap that into one parent. It is a rule of structure. If you are not wrapping this, let me show you the problem without wrapping, with wrapping. So you will get the advantage. So let us see. So this is the way you have to take it, right? I told you, you are displaying more than 2 elements. There should be one parent. But here in this layout, I'm not doing this. All of this carefully. IMG SRC. Let's go for images folder. I think 01.png na JPG na. Some images are there, right? JPG. Let's set some height width also. Don't worry. Let's set some height is equal to width is equal to width 100, height 100 and so let us go and something. Width is 100, height is also 100. I'm taking like this. Followed by title and some title. Okay, H3 or H4 you can take it. H3, H4. Some title will come here. Some title. All of you see the problem and solution. Some title. First, I'm telling the problem. So what is the problem? And if you are not taking parent element, what is the problem? If you can take parent element, what is the advantage? So some title. So we'll come here. Please watch it carefully. Don't divert. So please come. All right. So some title will come here. Something written. Definitely there should be one link also. The link is going to be ahref. Ahref. And this is going to be something called, let us write add to cart. No problem. Add to cart. I'm writing something called add to cart. Okay. So like this, how many I need? And 4 I need actually. This is going to be 2 and this is going to be 3. This is going to be 4 and I written this in the section. Let me run this file. If you can run the file, first see the output. Yeah, they're all coming one by one. That's fine for me. No problem. They're all coming one by one. Okay, sir, if I want to bring them side by side, how can I bring them side by side? I want to bring them side by side. How can I bring them side by side? Otherwise, you take this link into para tag. Okay, don't worry, because okay, no worries about it. It is corrected. This is working properly. Now how do I do this, Andy? So can you say anybody? So for example, I want to write some CSS. Don't worry. So this is one section. Na? This is one section. This is one section. This is, we are considering like this. And in editor, you are writing section 1, section 2, section 3. So browser will display as a section like this. No. So in editor, you're writing all these three are one group you are considering. This is one group, this is one group, this is one set of elements now. So how can I bring them side by side? Let us do one thing. In CSS, don't worry,
Inline.
write some logic here. The logic is going to be what exactly? Right, style tag open, style tag close. All of see this carefully, guys. Here, image tag. Don't worry about the CSS. I'm writing a property called display inline block. Inline block. Can you get all the images side by side? See the problem. First, observe the problem. I'm writing. See what is my agenda? They are coming one by one. I don't want one by one, sir. I want to see them horizontally, sir. That's our agenda. So now, if you can go and check this now, images are coming side by side. No, they're not coming side by side. Okay, you have H3 tag now. H3 tag. Let us see H3 tag. If we can refresh, H3 is coming side by side. Oh, H3 is coming side by side. Right? They are coming side by side. So, and right, you can write one more. For example, you can write some paragraph tag also. Sample description, you can write it, no problem. Sample description. So I'm writing sample DESSC sample description. I'm writing. Okay, don't worry. So will paragraph tag also will come side by side? So our agenda is what? Everything should be into one box only, one box. So sorry, add proper structure, every in the same order. Right, I'm adding this paragraph. Now paragraph tag also will come side by side. Huh? Let me check this. Is it also coming side by side? No, it is breaking. See, it is not. Now, if you can write again, paragraph tag also side by side. Huh? Okay, then what you will write again? Same thing I'm copy pasting. Now you see the problem. Observe this carefully. I'm taking P. Now, if you can check this, P is also coming side by side. Huh? Oh, what is this? Are you expecting this layout? Just now you see this layout. How I'm displaying these products here? How I'm displaying the product? This is what I'm expecting actually. Right, so how this is displayed? Image under image title, under this we have some price. Okay, that's fine. Whatever it is going to be. Right, how do I agenda man? Right, so this is going to be exactly we need to work on it. Let's go there. Let us see how this is going to be work here. Then what I want to take here. So, sir, for image also, if you want to take IMG, let us do one thing. For image also, I'm taking this. I'm trying to bring all them side by side. See, unfortunately, the problem you observe, if you can refresh it again, so there is no change. Right? What I'm doing, all of you see this carefully. You are writing like this now. Do the problem I understand. Now, can you see guys here? Try to take this into one parent. Remember, I'm taking all these into one parent is required. Div tag open, div tag close properly. Take some class is equal to block or anything, whatever you want, you can take S block, service block. I'm taking all of you see this carefully. First block. Okay. Is the block. In the block, we have 3 elements. Sorry, 4 elements are there. Same way, for this also, I want to take this and can you see? This is also a block. So closing div is very important. Sometimes you forget to close the divs. That is going to be horrible if you forget to close the divs. So, okay, div should be open. Div should be closed properly. When you are parenting like this, you can observe this carefully how this is going to be work properly. Close this div. I'm selecting all. Let us press one tab. If we can press one tab, indentation also will be maintained. Come to this also. Now you can take this, close the div properly. So now what is happening here? We are maintaining the parent element for every image, title, description, and anchor. Now I want to bring them side by side. Now can you see this output? Let us refresh. I didn't write any CSS also. They are all coming one by one. What is our agenda? I want to bring them side by side. What you want to bring side by side? This entire section, right? So you don't want to write style for image and H3 and para. Just write the style for this block. Now you see dot S block. Don't worry. I'm writing this is going to be display. The proper earlier you written inline block, something you written, right? Inline hyphen block. If you can check it now, can you see? If you can refresh, are they side by side properly? Earlier, there is some disorder. Okay, you can see proper understanding if you want to get it. Let us write some border property in CSS. Don't worry, CSS will explain you. Our agenda is what you know. Why should we take a parent element? That is our agenda. So this is going to be 2 pixel solid red border I am taking for better understanding. If you can see, everything is proper now. Everything is proper. But earlier, if you are not taking a parent element, if you are adjusting the parent side by side, automatically all the children also into the side by side, no? Right? They are all into one section. Design this section. If we can write the style for side by side for this section, automatically everything will be the side by side. Now, if you want to write some gap inside of it, you write some gap 10 pixels. Don't worry, you write the properties. I'll explain you later. This is what exactly. See how they are coming side by side. Okay, this is coming very neatly. Sir, how this is coming very neatly? And we apply a lot of CSS here. Don't worry about the CSS. Right now, we don't know the CSS. Leave it. This is a React application. And the morning session we are implementing in the React application. So don't worry about it. Now you see the purpose of the parent ending. Here, our agenda is what you know. If you are not taking the purpose of the parent, what is happening? That's the purpose. That's the thing you have to understand. So like this, how many sections you want, you can take a day, no problem. You see, how many sections I need in section 2, section 3, section 4, section C. Now 8 sections I'm taking. 8 sections I take. See, they're all coming one by one also. See, that's the thing we have to observe here. It's very important thing. So how can we align the items properly? Definitely, there should be one parent. There should be one parent. Whatever you are displaying, at least 2 elements. There is going to be one parent and can you see the advantage of parent? This is what taking the sectioning. Many of the people, they don't know. They write the image and they write H1. Like this, they're repeating. No, this is not. Remember carefully. There should be one parent. There should be one parent. Right? So this is the way you have to take it. Okay. Now, if you can understand this, let me show you.
Sir, dot is mandatory, sir. Before the in CSS, sir, we have to mandatory give the dot div s block.
See, don't worry about this CSS. I'm talking about parent element. Okay, CSS we don't know. We didn't learn CSS. Okay, so we will see the CSS learning. But our agenda is what? So if you want to display more than one element, there should be one parent. My agenda, if there is a parent, what happening? If there is no parent, what happening? Okay, don't worry about the CSS. Don't concentrate on it. You are not going to design this. Understand the structure, first thing. If you can understand the structure creation, later in CSS, while creating the layouts, you will create the easy layouts. That's why we are talking about it. Don't worry about the CSS. It's not a big deal. Okay, this we'll talk about later. Why we are adding dot in front of it, and because it's a class. All the classes in CSS are represented with dot symbol. So dot symbol is not there. Style is not applied. How CSS know there is a class and there is an ID and by representing dot. If you can keep hash symbol, it will consider as an ID. If you can keep dot symbol, it will consider as a class. What are the class we are having? The class will be taken here. The styles will applied on this element only, which are having class S block. Those elements only, this style will apply. That's the meaning of it. Okay, don't worry about it. We will see this after some time. Okay, now I want to show you one section. For this, can you create the structure and send me? I'm showing the structure here. All of you see this carefully. This is the website. Let me minimize this. Can anybody tell me the structure for it? This is the layout, and for this layout, I want structure. Anybody tell me how do you create the structure? First, let me do one thing, not F12.
Yes, sir.
Print this screen. Can you write this structure? This is the layout I need. Customer is giving this screenshot to you. Customer is giving this screenshot to you. Can you create the layout for this? Yeah, this is a layout. How do you create the structure? HTML structure for this layout. Can you do it? If possible, can you send me? If possible, you please send me. This is the layout the customer is expecting. All of you see this carefully. This is all one parent. Remember, listen here at least. This is all one parent. Inside one parent, you have some subsections. Remember carefully. So this is going to be one section. One block. This is going to be one block. This is going to be one block. All of you see this carefully. One block. And this is going to be one block. And this is going to be like this. How many blocks are there? We have 6 blocks. Can you tell me the structure for it quickly? So who will write the structure? Yes, please tell me now. I want to write the structure for it. So simply, always the customers will show you somebody's website. In this website, I have a section like this. I need the same section to my website also. How they take in the structure, how we have to take the structure, this type of decisions we need. So if this is the layout, the black color is there, na? The black color is going to be, entire thing is going to be one section. This is all one section. In this section, let's take some IDR class. What is the class? Is going to do something like this. I'm taking the IDR class. Inside, we have to take how many and six class is equal to, I'm taking the block. Every block contain one IMG and one paragraph tag. Yes, sir. One IMG, one paragraph tag. Like this IMG or icon. You can take anyone. IMG or icon. This may be an icon. Remember, this may be an icon. This may be image, it may be anything, but this is what paragraph tag. Like this, how do I take and remember carefully? Like this, you have to take how many section? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all completed. Design this. This is a way of taking the structure. This is a way of creating the structure. After that, by using CSS, and we will design them for row 3 item, for row 3 item. By using CSS only, we can design. If you can write HTML structure, the structure cannot be designed automatically. To the structure, you have to apply the CSS also. Then only this will be designed to you. See the structure, this is the way. Like this, you can go to any other website. And how can I take the structure? You have to imagine this way. Then only it will be easy. Otherwise, it's not going to be easy. Now, can you take this structure? How can I take this structure? Very good. 1 minute, please. Let us copy this and come here now. This is the section. Okay, don't worry. This is all the section. Now, what I want to do, copy this section and paste here. Now, if you can go there, like this, you have to learn the structure creations only. This is the way of doing. So then what you will do, guys, try to see the way of structure is what? This is all one parent. So take this, sorry, 1 minute. Let us use the color. So what I'm telling you, so this is all one parent section. In this section, let me take all of you see this carefully. It's not done. Take this all into one div. One div this is. Okay, na? Got it? And take all these also into one div. Got it? Take all this into one div. Now again, this is going to be one div. This is going to be one div. This is going to be one div. Like this, you have to think it and the way of taking structure is going to be, if you can take a pen and paper, you will get a very clear idea. Or else take the paint. How to divide this? Remember, why should I take this and remember carefully. You have two major children. This is one part. Let us take this into one div. And this is another part. Another part. Again, you are having two elements, 10K plus 2 students enrolled. That's what you have two. Let us take this into one div. Let us take this into one div. Let us take this into one div. This thought you have to get and if you are displaying more than two elements, see, my parent also, the parent yellow color div contain two elements. Take this into one div. Take this into one div. Understand that? Two sections we are having. Take this into one div and one div. And again, this is divided into two parts. Now, this is going to be right div, div, and div. Like this, we have to organize. So then, based on this, can you create the structure now? Let us see. How do I create the structure? If you can go here, this is a section. This is a section. In the section, you are having two major divs only. This is the first div for title and description. This is another div for having. In this div, again, you are having three subdivs. So this is very important. This way, you have to think and you have to get it. You will get this idea slowly. Don't worry. When you are creating the layouts, you will do some mistakes. Definitely, you will do mistakes. By seeing that the mistakes, we should learn the subject. Then only you will remember this forever. If you learn something through mistakes, you will never forget it. You have to learn this way, guys. This is the way of creating the layout. Always take the diagram, whatever the diagram they're saying that, take the diagram into the paint and you can draw the lines like this, box like this. Definitely you will get the idea, guys. This is a way of taking any layout, any website, anything you want to create it, you can do this way. You can do this way, definitely. So there are a lot of things are there, a lot of websites are there in the daily life. We will see a lot of. You see, this is what exactly the section we implemented in this example. Same thing, na? But little design is missing. But you see, image, under image we have title, after the title we have view course. But what I taken here, so there is, if you can remove this paragraph, right, everything is same now. They written view course, here I written add to cart. See the title is not same for, see for example, if I can write add to cart, that is not good thing, right? If I can click view course only, that's a good, the label also we have to decide. See the thing guys, how we are implementing, see how they are all coming side by side here also. The structure is very, very important. That's what I'm telling you. If you are unable, this is, see the blog. Again, if you can go to the blog, can you see how the blog is displayed? This is a image. Under image, we're displaying the date, we're displaying the title, we're displaying some sample description and read more button. How to take the structure? So this is all going to be only one div. This is all, I'm talking about only this section. Remember, what I am talking here, I'm just talking about only this part, only this part. How can I create the structure for only this part only? Now we can go to the paint diagram. This is the only part I want to create right now. How do I do this? All of you see this carefully. This is all one image. This is going to be one image. 1 minute. Let us use some line here. So this is one image only. Okay. We can write this into one div. Why? Because there are two things are there, remember carefully. What is the two things? Calendar symbol, dates. Two are there. Calendar is an icon and the paragraph tag or something you can use for displaying the date. Two things are there. Definitely I have to take this into one div. So this could be div. If you want, you can take a div, H3 tag or H1 tag. So this is all going to be one div again. And this is going to be a button. A button does not require to keep it to div. If you want to keep it in div, you can keep it in div also. See how this is all the, see the entire thing. This entire thing is going to be one parent. This is all going to be one parent. Inside the parent, you have subdivisions. One div for image, one div for calendar and date, other div for this. Slowly you will get the things clear and not at a time, not in one shot. When we are learning CSS layout, CSS designing, there you will get the same thing again and don't worry about it. There you are going to get the same thing again. I will explain you again and again. Don't worry. So, but the only thing is what you should understand, how to take the structure. If you see, customer will always give you this image only. They will give the image, they'll ask you to design. Some people have doubts. Sorry, here I have to take H1, div, parana. They don't know. Section, div, what should I take here? So this is the way of thinking, Andy. So it's all about your thinking, your knowledge, your idea, your vision, what the customer is expecting, that we have to think and we have to create the structure as per the customer requirement. This is how the layouts will be created. Always remember carefully. Customers are not good in design, or they are good in diagrams. They will draw the diagram. They will give the diagram to you. You have to work as per the diagram. So generally, in technically, if you can say, in real time, we are saying diagrams, na. In real time, there is a word called wireframes. What is the word called? Wireframes. Wireframe is nothing but the proof of the design. So what I want to say, let me copy the word wireframe. Let us check this, guys. Try to see what are the wireframes. Let us show you the technical word is called sample wireframes. Okay, for web application. So now you can go there. Can you see if you can go for images? Can you see the designs? Yeah, you see. Some customers will say, my website look like this. Can you able to see this image? Right? That is a way of creating this. Exactly see how they are displaying. I need that. How do we create the layout? This is called wireframe. Sample prototype only they will give you. That prototype you have to implement by using HTML and CSS. They will never tell you use H1 tag, use paragraph tag, use section, use header. They will never tell you. They will simply give the image. By the 1 hour or 2 hours take time, you have to complete the design as it is in the layout. That is called wireframe. As per the wireframe, you have to complete the design. See, some lot of sample designs are there. If you can click on it, also you see this is some complex design is there. Can you see the complex designs like this we are having? So this is one sample design. Can you see how the sample design is going to be? If it is a website, it should be like this. They'll give you. This is also one sample design. Can you see? So what is this? They're explaining you navigation. Oh, they're explaining the grid also here. See what they are writing there. Section 1, title description. Like this 3 times they copied, 6 times they copied. Can you see? Very nice. This image is. Yes, sir. So this way we have to see. This section also you can see this carefully. What is this is going to be? 3 parts they are writing. Something they will keep it. They're writing simply lines. They're not saying what to keep also. In the lines, we have to keep some sample text, sample information. We have to create the layout. After everything is completed, the customers will tell you the text. In this place, this text should become, this title should come, this image should become. They will tell you later. First, we have to finish the design as per the customer requirement. If you can design, if you can complete the design as per the customer requirement, then only you will do it. Customers will always tell you, I need this. They will never tell you head tag, body tag, div tag. They don't know. Who knows head tag, body tag, div tag? A developer knows, designer knows, customer doesn't know. So that remember carefully, customer will give you the idea. That idea we should implement here in this. Exactly. This way they will give the ideas. This way they will give the ideas. See, recently we want to create a website for the customer. What customer give? He shared me two layouts to me. So one is a home page layout. Let me click this. This is the blog only, one blog website. This is the layout. See what is this? Is a wireframe they given. So this is an image I think they given. And you see, this is the website they're expecting, Andy. See how this is designed. This is the website they're expecting. So how to create the layout for this, Andy? This is what the customer see. This completely right side about world top stories is there. No? That is sidebar. That is sidebar. This is all going to be called body. This is all going to be body. I mean, what I want to say, if you can open this in the paint diagram, can I copy this? Is it possible to? 1 minute. So give me 1 second. I just want to write, if possible, copy this and paste this into the paint diagram. Is it possible to paste? I think it's not possible to paste. Paste. Oh, I think I have to export it. Open this. That image I'm opening to the desktop. Guys, you should think like this, guys. Here, they will give always the layouts. As per the layouts, we should work this, guys. Okay, right. So maybe if I can go for desktop, maybe you will find the image. Where is the image? Blog inner page image. I think full stack. Is this the image? Okay, no worries about it. Can you open this? No, don't save. This is a layout. Oh, this is inner page layout. Okay. Otherwise, let me do one thing. Right click and open with paint. You can right click on this. Sorry, man. Open with paint. This is a layout. So how do we take the structure? Can you see this? If this is a structure means how they will take this. Okay, you can come here at the down. What they will do, this is all going to be called as a sidebar. This is all come under sidebar. This is all come under main body. This is a body. In the body, we have some subsections again. And two parts only. This is 75% width. This is 25% width. So inside, they will all take this into one section. This is one div. Inside again, they are going to take this into one div. Like this, they will organize this and this is one div. And this is going to be one div. And this is going to be one div. Like this, if you can draw the lines, I hope you will get the things very clear. And whenever you are doing some complex layout, don't worry. In CSS, I will teach you again the same thing, how I can do this, how I can do this. Definitely, there also we will cover this. Don't bother about it. Okay. First, try to understand. Finally, what I want to say. If you want to display two elements, right? Some title. This is going to be some H3, open H3 close. You're getting some title now. Some title. Remember carefully, there should be one parent and that's all. If you can remember this rule, it's enough. It's enough. Don't worry about it. This is enough, right? Close the div. There should be one parent. Don't take directly image title, image title, image title like this multiple times. There should be one parent. So what is valid here? Sir, can I take this 5 times like this? By taking 5 times, will it become side by side? Is it possible? No, this is not possible. You cannot take like this. What you have to take? There should be one parent. That is what you have to remember the rule and if you want to bring them side by side, or if you want just display them, whatever it may be, there should be, this is a proper structure. In place of the div, you want to take section, you want to take article, you want to take a side, whatever you want, you can take it. No problem. But ultimately, there should be one parent. If you are having more than one element, there should be one parent. This is the final rule you should remember. While working with CSS, again, I will teach you how to create the layouts. There also will explain you. I will give you one layout. how to complete the layout assignments. A lot of assignments you are going to get here in CSS, especially. So with the combination of HTML, with the combination of CSS, how can we complete this? But you see, let's go there. I think this is the thing. I think you can remove this. This is a layout, and you can run this file. Is it neatly designed? No, it is not neatly designed. This is what HTML can do. HTML will display the items, even though if you can write the structure properly, HTML cannot bring the items side by side. HTML duty is what? HTML is static in position. Every element will be displayed in the left side by default. Left side by default. How do we bring them side by side? By using CSS only. What HTML can do? HTML can do this way only. When you are applying the CSS, then CSS will do the remaining job. Remember carefully. That's the duty of CSS. What is the HTML duty? HTML duty is very simple. HTML duty creating the structure only. This is structure created. Because of creating the structure, structure will never come side by side. Structure doesn't bring, you written proper structure. Because of writing proper structure, will they come side by side? HTML doesn't know how to bring the items side by side. Who knows? CSS only knows. Then only you have to apply the CSS. But you have to take the proper structure. If you can take proper structure, then only all these will come properly side by side. If you are not taking proper structure, they will never come. So that be careful while creating the structure. Please try to remember this rule. There should be one parent. There should be one parent always. Parent element should be there. You are grouping image, title, description, link. Same thing, Andy. Here, if we can see this React session. So maybe if we can see the React session, can you see what is I did there? Yeah, this is a React session. On the morning session, we did like this. How they're coming 3 items per row properly. All the things content is center of the box only. And everything, every content is exactly centered to the box, title and the price and add to cart and buy now button. Everything is centered to the things only. And per row, how many items? 3 items we are displaying. How we are displaying per row 3 items? Yeah, that's what the beauty of CSS. If I am not applying CSS to it also, wait for a second. Let me show you the React application. If you want me to show, where is this React? I think I closed it up. 1 minute, please. Let me show you the beauty. If you are not doing so, what is going to be happen? Can you see? Now I'm not writing the CSS. Now what is this? This is what HTML, guys. This is what HTML only. This is pure HTML only. HTML can do all the items by default left side only. So because of applying some CSS, what happening? This CSS is making the presentation neat and good. Okay, I can do better design here. But our concept is not designing here. Actually, in React, concept is different. Don't worry. But in our HTML, remember carefully, taking structure is very, very important. Can I show you the structure also? Can you see this structure, React structure? Can you see this? Right click here. Right click and check this structure of one product. 1 minute. Press F12. Sorry. Can you see? Don't worry. Go there. Container products. Can you see, guys? Every product, if you can see, this is the product. This is a product. If you can right click and edit this as HTML. Can you see the structure of this? This is a structure, Andy. What is the structure? If you can see, can you see the structure? Don't worry. This is the product. In the product, we have image. So where is the image? Image. After image, we have title. After title, we have price. After price, I have a button. So after the button, I have one more button. Sorry, we have one more button. 1 minute, please. One more button. So we have one more button here. There is one HR. There is going to be a div. And this div for what? This div for rating div. And this is the closing div. Can you see? So you see, this is the parent. Inside the parent, we have image, title, price, and the buttons and div. This is also we are having rating div. And div inside div also we can take if required. If required, we can take this. Otherwise, I don't want to, you can remove it, no problem. Can you see this structure? What is they are doing also in React.js? See, that is the ultimate. Wherever you go, Java, .NET, Python, PHP, whatever the application you are creating, front end is always done with HTML only. In HTML, if you are not following the proper structure, we cannot do anything. So this is very important right here. We should remember everything. Why we are taking everything inside this skeleton only? What is the reason? That is the power of it. If you are not taking this, it's not going to be work proper. It's not going to be work properly, guys. So that it's a very important thing. Everybody requested to understand the structure. There should be one parent. If you want to display more than one element, there should be one parent element. A parent element may be div. You want to take div or you want to take article also, you can take article, no problem. Ultimately, it's your choice. What you want to take, article you want to take, or this one you want to take, you can take it. No problem about it. Like this, you can get a number of articles. So this is a way of taking the structural of you. Right, I'm stopping the session. If you have any questions, please let me know. Please carry on if you have any questions. Understanding the structure is very, very important. While watching any website, please try to check how this structure is created, how it may be created, how they are taking inside Diva, inside article, how they taken. This observation is also very important, right? Yeah.
Sir, image mapping, not codes are in HTML.
Image mapping is different. We should know a lot of calculations for image mapping actually. That we have to take some static calculations. For this, we have some third-party libraries also, including using JavaScript libraries for image mapping. We have some tags also. Maybe otherwise, let us do one thing. On Monday session, let me discuss the remaining elements. Okay, in HTML. Don't worry. CSS maybe we will sort out for one session, no problem. So you try to understand the structure, right? So image mapping is different. There are a lot of elements are there in HTML. If you want to work with those elements, you should know JavaScript also. Some image mapping libraries also there. Okay, so those libraries, JavaScript libraries will be there. Based on that mapping also we can do. We need to get the coordinates of that image, X coordinate, Y coordinate. I think we have a tag, I believe, map tag in HTML. If you can go, maybe here you will find it, I believe, map tag. Exactly specific portion of the image, map and image with map. Can you see? Maybe it will be work like this. You see? If I can mouse exactly, if I can click on the computer, it will go to the computer link. If I click on the mobile, it will go to mobile link. Right? They're mapping, but how they are getting these coordinates on the image? And they are taking statically. But how do I get these coordinates dynamically? Yes, we have to use some JavaScript libraries to bring this dynamically. Some tags are there in HTML. We cannot understand directly. Okay, but one thing I want to tell you, what are the tags I discussed is enough Fundy, but some more tags I will discuss on the Monday session. Don't worry. So these are enough. Don't go for all the tags. For example, I want to show you canvas tag. Where is the canvas tag? Some tags are deprecated. Don't go to W3 schools. In these, around 20 to 25 tags are deprecated. Some people asked me marquee tag. What is a marquee tag? Marquee tag is deprecated in HTML, so you cannot use marquee tag. Are you having marquee tag here? I think they didn't keep the marquee tag here. Okay, very nice. So now if you can go for the canvas tag, can you see what is this canvas tag? This, if you want to work with this canvas tag, you should know JavaScript strong, Andy. Can you see? This is a JavaScript logic. By using JavaScript only, you can able to work with canvas. And SVG also, you should know JavaScript only. Without that, it's not possible. Some tags are there in HTML. You should know JavaScript knowledge. Some tags we can work directly. Those pending tags we'll discuss on Monday session. Don't worry about it. Okay, right. No need to hurry. I want to tell you one thing. Everybody will put a lot of interest in learning HTML. Why? HTML is very easy. I don't want this much interest in HTML and CSS. I need the same interest in learning JavaScript only. I don't want to encourage you to be good in HTML. I want to encourage you to be good in our JavaScript one. Why? Because JavaScript is the king of entire MEN stack development. If you don't know JavaScript, we cannot do anything. At least basics of HTML also, if you know, we can proceed further, no problem. But don't be, I don't see, you should learn everything, but don't put a lot of efforts in learning HTML. Sir, there are 100 elements in HTML. I won't learn all the 100 elements until there is no use of it. Don't waste the time. Don't waste your time by learning all the 100 elements. They will never ask you all the 100 elements in interviews also. Even if they ask, simply say, I don't know, no problem. Yes, we can say, I don't know. No worries about it. But the thing is what, you learn one element or two element, but you should know how to use, when to use. You should know how to use, when to use. Without knowing that, I won't learn all the elements until What is the purpose of the element? You don't know, but you are learning all the elements. There is no use of it. Such a way of learning, please stop it. Sir, I won't learn all the elements, but try to learn one element per day, enough. But you should know why this, where I can use this, when to use this. If you don't know this, don't learn that element. My suggestion. Unnecessary, don't waste the time. Right? But if you want to learn an element, try to go to the element, spend some time. Why I have to use this element? Where should I use this element? When should I use this element? If you know this is very clear idea. By just knowing the tags, it doesn't help you much knowledge. Okay, right? The tags which I'm discussing is enough. And Monday session, I will discuss some more tags. That is final. And the next session will enter into CSS. Okay, right. This code, VS Code. అర్థం కదా అది కాపీ చేయటమా ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ డూయింగ్ దిస్ ఎడిటర్ you have to select this, you have to do control D in this editor. Control D means whatever the line you selected, otherwise you can do one thing also. For example, if you want to copy this line multiple times, just keep the cursor here under the line anywhere. You can write control D, it will be copied in this editor, control D. Now, but if it is a Visual Studio Code, control alt down arrow. For example, if I want to copy this quickly, control alt down arrow. No? Oh, not, I think, sorry, something I forgot. Shift alt, I believe. So sorry, right? Shift alt down arrow. Shift alt down arrow means the line will be copied. Shift alt down arrow. That is a shortcut technique actually. Okay. If you want to copy the previous line, for example, we want to copy the H, this H heading. So then I will do immediately like this. I will change the headings. Control alt down arrow. Control alt down arrow for this operation. But if it is that editor, control D. In this notepad, it is going to be control plus D. Control plus D in this editor. If it is in, that is going to be shift plus alt plus down arrow. If you can write down arrow, that line will be, above line will be copied to the below D. Okay, right. Check this carefully. Right, let's meet on Monday. We'll discuss some more elements on the Monday session.